Has Trent Alexander-Arnold ruined his Liverpool legacy? That is the real question. Welcome back to Star of Play Football. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe before you do anything else and leave your thoughts in the comments. Has Trent ruined his Liverpool legacy? I'm going to start this very plain and simple. I don't think he's ruined anything. If anything, it shows you the level of where Trent is mentally, physically. The quality that this man possesses on the ball and off the ball is immense. There's so much to unpick from this. Now, if you've been under a rock or you don't know what's going on, you don't know what I'm talking about, context. Trent Alexander-Arnold yesterday confirmed he will be leaving Liverpool after 20 years at the club. 20 years at the club. Now, of course, it's split the fan base's opinion of him. Some are wishing him well. Some are calling him all sorts. They're calling him a rat. They're calling him this. They're calling him that. I've got one question to ask these people. Who are you? Who are you? What are you on about? This man has dedicated his whole life, his whole career to Liverpool Football Club. From the very start. He ain't switched sides. He ain't moved away. He ain't been here. He ain't done that. He ain't spoke bad of the club. He gets on with his football. 20 years. Can you imagine being in a job for 20 years and you decide you want a new challenge and people are calling you a rat and you've dedicated blood, sweat and tears, put your life on your body and your life on the line. Every single week you perform. And at the end of that 20 years, after winning every single trophy for the club and contributing in ways that people can't even imagine to think of, you get called a rat. You get called a snake. You get called Judas. All because you want a new challenge. This is the problem with fans of today. And not just Liverpool fans, but we're talking about a Liverpool player. So I'm talking about Liverpool fans right now. You lot are spoiled. You lot are spoiled. I'm asking the question, what is it you're annoyed about? Is it the fact that he's going on a free? If it's not that, then is it because you didn't find out last summer that he wanted to leave? Now, imagine he comes out last summer at the very start. Arne Slot's just walked through the door. And he tells Arne Slot, he tells the fans, I want to leave. I'm leaving at the end of this season. Now, if he said that at the start of the season and Liverpool don't go on to win the Premier League this season, whose fault is that? Is that Arne Slot who's just walked through the door? Is that Trent who's derailed the whole season? So people are talking about this timing thing. It was the timing. We didn't know. He's led us down. He didn't lead anybody down no path. Trent hasn't done anything wrong here. You expect a grown man to tell you about his life and his intentions, what he wants to do with his life. What are you on about? You don't even pay his wages. What are these Liverpool fans talking about? Oh, he's not a Liverpool legend. I'm going to say it on record, Trent Alexander-Arnold has more legacy and is a better legend than Steven Gerrard. And if anybody doesn't like that, then tough, that's your problem. This man has won every single trophy. Every trophy. If we said to Gerrard and Trent right now, slap your medals on the table, someone's doing it in 2 seconds and one of them's got to go and get the second bag, get the second, hold on, I got another bag of medals and stuff here. You can't, it's not like for like here. It ain't no comparison. A man gave 20 years of his life. That's 20 Christmases without his family. That's 20 Christmases traveling here, there and everywhere. That's 20 years of giving back to his own community. A lot of you lot, you fans that don't live in a city where I live in Liverpool. You don't know what this man's done for his own community. The Trent Alexander-Arnold League for grassroots football, setting up kids, taking them off the streets and playing football. This man pledges his own money to his community and you lot are calling him a rat. Now, I know there's some people out there that are very, want to wish him well. They want to see him do well. He's going to Real Madrid. He ain't going to Barnsley. He's not going to Burton Albion. The man is going to play with the Galacticos. Why am I even explaining this? Real Madrid. You thought Trent was going to sit there on his 300 grand a week when Virgil and Mo Salah have just been given a 400 grand contract. You think he's going to sit there and he gets a proportion of that. He's won every single trophy. Real Madrid have come knocking. And you think Trent was going to sit there and go, actually, I'll stay here. When half the fan base didn't even like him. Half the fan base said he can't defend. If I'm lying, stop me. If I'm lying, put your comments down below. Am I right? Am I wrong? Did half the fan base say that he can't defend? Conor Bradley's the better defender. That's what the narrative's been for the last 2 years. So what are we talking about? Why is it now an issue that Trent wants to leave his club? Is it the money? Well, if it's the money, well, that's down to the owners, isn't it? Because the owners had the opportunity to sell him. They could have sold him. Simple as that. They could have sold him. They could have got some money for him. And I'm not talking a 20 million. I'm talking this has been 2 years in the making. 2 years in the making. Now, if you're trying to tell me that the owners who offered him contracts, they offered him deals, they told him that this is the money we want to give you, 300 grand, we want to make you the highest paid fullback in English football. If you're trying to tell me that these owners, when he rejected the first one, second contract offer, maybe the third contract, if you're trying to tell me these owners have been led down some misleading path that they didn't know he was going to leave on a free in the summer, then you lot are bamboozled to fuck, because this is what happens in football. At that point, when he's got 1 year left, and he should never have had 1 year left on his deal, let's get that right. Neither should Mo Salah or Virgil van Dijk. But when he gets to that 1 year, the owners have to step in and say, actually, there's a choice and a decision we need to make now. If you're not going to sign that deal, you ain't playing for this club. Or we're going to sell you right now. Simple. You don't let a player of that level, 26 years of age in his prime, go for a free. You just don't do that. I haven't heard one person blame the owners for any of this mess. How are you offering Virgil, 30-plus-year-old player, Mo Salah, 30-year-old plus player, 400 and odd grand a week, but you want to give Trent, the one that's in his prime, that could sign for another 5 years, become the future captain of Liverpool, carry on his legacy at the club. You want to give him 300 grand a week and expect him to sit there and be quiet. Same fans that are demanding he does that are the same fans that are telling me that he should have told them 2 years ago or a year ago that he was leaving. He doesn't owe you shit. You don't own him. You don't own him. He's a player. He can do what he wants. It's his life. He didn't mislead anybody. All this nonsense about his avoided media duties, he doesn't owe anybody an explanation. It's his life. He can go and do what he wants. He's going to play with Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, Luka Modric, Thibaut Courtois, Antonio Rudiger. Xabi Alonso potentially is the manager of this club next season. And you want him to stay at Liverpool when people are calling him a rat and Judas. Trent doesn't owe anybody a thing. An absolute thing. And the quicker that Liverpool fans get that in their heads, because you got someone like Jamie Carragher saying that us fans that don't support the club can't talk about Liverpool. That's what football's all about, mate. That's what football's all about. We can talk about what we want because we can do what we want. How can one person say that we can't tell Liverpool fans how to feel? Oh, we can. That's what football's all about. Simple as that. No one can have a problem with the man that wants to go away from the club to do his own thing. You just can't have a problem with that. What's the alternative? You sell him before the year's done. You recoup some of the money. We done it with Mason Mount. We had to let him go. He wasn't going to sign the deal. He moves to Manchester United. We got a bit of fee for him. That's it. That's what you got to do. You don't let him run down his contract and leave on a free and then blame Trent. What, because he doesn't want to accept the deal that he's been given? No one can give me any justification why all this anger's aimed towards him, that he's not a Liverpool legend. Let me tell you something now. I live in a city. He's a Liverpool legend. 100%. He's a Liverpool legend. Some of you lot that don't realise because you don't come to the city. You don't come and watch your own team play. You don't come to Anfield. He's a Liverpool legend. Like it or not, he's a Liverpool legend. He's more, in my eyes, and in a lot of other fans' eyes, he's more of a legend than Steven Gerrard. Think about it. And I'm not just talking medals either. I'm talking about the longevity of what he's done at the club. The big moments in games. If Gerrard's a legend, if we're calling Jamie Carragher a legend, then surely Trent's in that conversation. And if he's not, then I need to understand in the comments as to what your thinking is. He's a Liverpool legend. Simple as that. No ifs, no buts. He's a Liverpool legend. Take it how you like it. Now, what do I think for Trent next season? I think Trent is going to go on to do amazing things for Real Madrid. Now, of course, there's talk about Real Madrid trying to buy or give a fee to Liverpool. I think it's around $500,000 to try and release him early so he can play as part of the Club World Cup. I don't think Liverpool will turn that down. I think they're going to accept that and they're going to allow him to go. There's all this talk about should he play the last 3 games for Liverpool? Why not? Why not? Surely as Liverpool fans, you want to see him go off and continue his journey. Why would you not want to play him now? It's not pointless. Why would you not want to play him? Mamavidi, whatever his name is, the Leicester player, had him on toast a couple of weeks ago at Leicester, Conor Bradley. He's not the be-all and end-all. And you Liverpool fans are going to soon realise Trent is not someone you can just replace like that. You just can't replace Trent. You just can't. And when Mo Salah goes, you're not going to be able to replace Mo Salah. There's only certain players you can replace in a squad, and that's 2 players. Virgil's another one. Alisson potentially is another one. They are top-level players. They're not just out and about and you can just go and grab another one. Trent is a world-class player. And it's only now Liverpool fans have a problem with it. So I don't know what to say. But what I will say is, any Liverpool fan, a genuine Liverpool fan, if you genuinely love your club as you say you do, then you should be disgusting yourself if you're out here talking about Rat, Judas and Snake for one of your players that still plays for your club, that's dedicated 20 years of their life to your club, been part of key big moments, helped you win another Premier League, helped you win the Champions League, League Cups, FA Cups, Club World Cups. If that's the player that you're calling a snake, then you seriously need to have a hard look at yourself and everything. Actually, why is he a snake? Because every time I ask that question, I can't get the answers from anyone. So I'm asking for you, Liverpool fans, tell me in the comments, why is he a snake and a Judas? I need to know that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back soon with another video.